But let's move into our next topic, and it is our weekly topic where we talk about the dampest of dudes, the moistest of men, the soggiest of shooters. These are our wet boys, the guys that absolutely popped off in the past week, post ridiculous stat lines, crazy games, helped their teams to long-standing winning streaks, had great marquee performances in the biggest of games. These are our wet boys. We're going to start off with Ricky Widmer. Richard, what you got?
And I'm glad that you said they helped their team in the biggest of games at the biggest of moments, because there was some debate about my wet boy that he didn't deserve the wet boy from his team.
He doesn't.
That there was somebody else. But
on his own team, yeah.
I got to go and give it to Goran Dragic this week. I know that the splits might not be great. You might be looking at it and go, Ricky, it's a weak wet boy. But the performance that he put in against the Pacers, a guy that we've kind of written off Goran Dragic a little bit.
Do that.
Where it's kind of been like this young Heat team, and then and then there's Goran. Whenever there's a trade for Miami, it's like, well, they could include Goran.
He's got a $19 million contract.
And Goran goes out there, balls out, has the assist numbers that I like in that game, and hits the game winner to help the Heat win.
Okay.
Bam.
What I'll ask you is, Bam is Bam. We're not going to argue who Bam.
Overall,
Bam should have
Bam
been
played better, but I liked
it.
Goran, and I wanted to.
What I'll ask
give
you
my
is, hitting the shot. Hitting the shot is the most important thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Of this week.
So
he is the wettest of boys.
Okay. So looking back on the Bulls finals, that should say Steve Kerr and John Paxson should probably be more important than Michael Jordan, right? Or at least equal, because they all three of them hit a shot?
In those moments, yeah, because they hit the shot.
Robert Horry is basically the GOAT then.
Yep.
They hit
Put
the
him in the Hall of
shot.
Fame.
You can be the best player and have help from other people. LeBron wouldn't have his championship without Kyrie.
He'd have a championship at least on the Heat.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have the most important one without Kyrie.
I would say, here, let's just do this real quick. Who hit the bigger shot in LeBron's career, Kyrie or Ray Allen? Because I would say it's Ray Allen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyrie, they would have won that game in Golden State if it wasn't for Kyrie. Kyrie just had a badass shot. I mean, there was still like a minute left.
Amazing.
For us, I think we would say Ray Allen. If we asked LeBron, I think there would be the emotional tie of Cleveland. He would say Kyrie's.
Perhaps.
Well, no, but that was a bigger championship. But the shot, I think, was if Ray Allen doesn't hit that shot, that game.
Well, Ray Allen should have never got that shot off. That's the first thing. That shot should have never happened.
That shot helped them win more than Kyrie's shot.
Yeah, it kept them alive in the entire series.
Kyrie hit that with 121 left.
Yeah, but it was still a Game 7, the magnitude of it, going up against the Warriors.
LeBron was unstoppable that game. Anyways.
That series.
That is life. It's the past 17 years. David, give us your wet boy.
Yeah, I'm going with classic here. I'm going with Jumpin' Joe Ingles. He has been instrumental to this Jazz team. They are 7-3 since they moved him back into the starting position. They were a team that was kind of floundering around.
They've been 73 since Mike Conley got injured.
Yeah, coincidence? I think not.
Around there.
I think not. But no, he had a great week. He was put up, cool 22 points a game, about 4 boards, 4 assists, clean shooting splits. What can you really ask for a guy shooting 58, 56? No big deal. It's just he's so good at basketball, and he does all the little things. And he's why this offense moves. And, they tried to put him in that second unit to really elevate them and make sure that, there wasn't as big of a drop-off. But it turns out the best way for Utah to win games is by having their starting unit be so much better and so much more fluid that he's just such an instrumental piece of this team, goes under the radar for long periods of time. But he's amazing. I love him. Joe Ingles, wet boy.
Shout out to Jumpin' Joe. I'm going to stick with the Jays. We love our Jays.
We do.
on the show. The Memphis Grizzlies.
Yep.
Jaren Jackson Jr., Jandon Jark, Joe Ingles, Jailer Jenkins. I'm going to stick with a guy that we have bashed since he came into the NBA, and pretty much, and we just bashed him before the season, and. Honestly, we're just always wrong about this guy.
Yep.
We everything could seem to be right.
Yep.
He could be undeserving of a contract extension. He proves us wrong. He could be undeserving of the spot he was drafted in. He proves us wrong. Jaylen Brown deserves a shout out. Yep. Jaylen Brown in the past 3 games against Cleveland, Toronto, and Charlotte. He has shot 63.8% from the field, 52.4% from 3 on 7 attempts, grabbing 8 boards, 3.7 assists, and 26.7 points per game. The real one that I absolutely loved was his Toronto performance was unstoppable. That whole team was. They beat the shit out of the Raptors.
Toronto had 2 starters.
They still beat the shit out of them.
I don't disagree.
When you look back at the box score, you'd be like, wow, the Celtics beat the shit out of the Raptors.
They did. And then you're like, wow, who's healthy on the Raptors?
Okay, but does that mean they didn't win the game, David?
I'm not
You only play the people you played.
I know. I'm not taking away credit, but slaying a Raptors team with 2 healthy people, beating down Cleveland. Yeah.
Hey, he beat up Charlotte too.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're still going 5 of 7, 5 of 10.
Oh no,
it's still impressive. You
incredible.
were also gonna pick him for Wet Boys. So stop fucking bashing him.
I was. That's why I'm salty right now because you took my Wet Boy because I forgot to text out last night.
And he should have been 6 of 7 too in that Raptors game, but he like missed a really gimme open 3. But whatever.
Yeah. Celtics might have 3 All-Stars.
Shout out to Jaylen Brown.
That's terrifying. Kemba, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown are all right there.
If
3 20-point scores on the same team. Jason Tatum's got incredible defense. Jaylen Brown's true shooting percentage is something like 63.
Well, my thing too was
on a
that
season?
I was thinking too, like if he was healthy more, I think Gordon Hayward might also get an All-Star nod.
Yeah,
if he
that's too far out.
I know, but like if he played more than 13 games, he's been looking very good.
I know.
Like
They're
scary
terrifying.
good.
They're terrifying as a team.
Do we know
Yeah.
when Hayward's going to be back?
He's playing right now.
Yeah, he's playing.
I haven't watched the Celtics games
He has
recently.
been injured, but he's back now.
Yep.
And he looks good. I mean, great playmaker. I always forget, like, because he's been so injured and banged up. I forget how good of a playmaker he is. Anyways, Ricky, you got a fantasy update.
Yeah, I got some good news.
Ooh.
We moved up 1 spot. We're now 8th. We're still not good. But we moved up 1 spot.
Making the playoffs.
We still are duty at rebounding, but here's the thing.
Duty.
We're about 200 behind the next person, so I don't think we're going to catch that.
No.
So I'm changing our focus to field goal percentage
I love
because
it.
it's a little bit easier of a
Climb.
because we're lower. We can climb up that. We're like amazing at blocks. We're the second best team in blocks. We're great at free throw percentage and 3-pointers made. We're just really bad at putting the ball in the basket and rebounding the basketball if it doesn't go in the basket. I
Distinct
also
lack of bigs. Yeah.
have a trade that we got. This is going to be a no, but I wanted to throw it out anyways. Our boy King E, the sniper that kept sniping our picks, wants to give us Drew Holiday for Kawhi Leonard. Because we mentioned last week that Kawhi's not playing. Kawhi doesn't play a lot of games. Is the load management hurting us? So I'm assuming King E heard this and put it out there. If we look
let's do this.
If we look at the comparison, because I have it here.
Yeah, first off. Shout out King E. Means he's watching. Means he's loving. Means he's living it up. Shout out to him and Ariana Grande. Give us the comparison.
So field goal percentage, we would kind of go down. Kawhi's shooting 46% in his games.
He's a better player.
Drew Holiday shooting 43%. Free throws, a lot worse, 87 to 69. 3-pointers made are about the same, actually a little bit better by like 0.1 for Drew Holiday, 1.9 to 1.8. Rebounds, Kawhi gets more, 8 to 5. Assists, Drew Holiday gets more.
How much,
6.5 to 5, so not a lot.
Kawhi's a playmaker.
Steals are about the same. Blocks are about the same. Points, Kawhi gets about 26 a game. Drew Holiday's getting about 20 a game.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing.
Kawhi's got 24 games played right now. And how many does Drew Holiday have?
30. So it's
6
a wash.
games.
Yeah, I would rather take Kawhi for 6 less games.
Then I am saying no.
Yeah, it's close, but no.
I'm going to say the deal breaker is Kawhi or the deal breaker is Drew Holiday.
See, it's like the deal breaker is Drew Holiday. I would say it also doesn't matter. I would say it's like kind of trading the Gap for the Old Navy. Like you're gonna find a lot of the same stuff there, right? But one's it's got a better brand name. I'd rather shop at the Gap than Old Navy because it's been around longer. 1969. Meet me at the Gap. Or what's Old Navy's thing? We got socks for $5.
That is their thing.
That's what people recognize Old Navy for. So I mean, it's just like it's not enough. Yeah. You got to be on my level. Thank you though, King. We appreciate you. Other than that, any other moves?
Yeah, I was gonna say, looking at our team, I'm gonna put up the last 30 here, and in the last 30, I just wanted to take a quick look at how our team is doing when it comes to field goal percentage. And the only one that's really bad is Devonta Graham shooting 35% from the field.
Yeah, that boy chucks with a green light.
He's only good at threes.
He's really
He's horrible in the
excellent,
mid-range.
yeah.
He can't finish at the basket.
Yep, but he's so good.
He's our lowest, and then Brook Lopez is our second lowest at 40%.
But Brook Lopez only shoots threes.
No, I know.
in
That's the
theory.
thing. And he's not hitting a ton of them, but
No,
he's hitting
been-
enough of
He's
them.
been slumping.
So the thing is, do we want to give up Devonta Graham, although he is scoring 20 points a game?
Yes.
and
would
would bring
how
down
many
our
assists
points a
game,
little
too?
bit. His assist numbers are
like
7.7.
Yeah, no, he's so good.
So I mean, if we're
I'll
gonna
take
go,
the hit.
if we're gonna go out there right now, the best field goal percentages of guys actually fucking playing. Let me go minutes per game because it's a little bit better. The best one is Jonathan Williams of the Wizards is shooting 66%, but he's only getting 9 points a game. Yeah, the only one that's really 11 points is our highest, and that's Damian Lee right now, shooting 40% from the field and 11 points per game. So it would be a 10-point drop
He's been
off.
on a heater, you know.
Patty Mills also 45%, only scoring 11 points per game. There's not a ton of guys given that same scoring output of Devonta Graham.
Yeah, no, he's their superstar.
So I mean, that's the question. Like, do we drop him? Do we keep him?
No, I'd drop him.
For who?
Wait, you dropped Devonta Graham?
No,
I dropped
no, I
Devonta
didn't.
Graham.
You
I would.
He would.
I
He
would.
didn't say he
I
did.
would drop him
Why?
because he's fucking inefficient. Just because he's scoring 20 points doesn't mean he's actually
20 and 7. I mean, that's.
Who's
I
our
think you
choices?
could trade him. I think people would be interested in getting his numbers.
Maybe. Who's got the least amount of points?
on our team.
Nope.
No.
In the league.
In the league.
We can,
In the
we can try to
league.
trade
Let's
for
see.
somebody on their team.
That is going to be
Who's slightly more
Saffron
efficient.
King or Saffron City Kicks. So it is Jimmy L is the last place team.
Sam might have a more efficient shooter who puts up less points. We could
So-
trade Graham for.
This is his team: Darius Garland, Lou Will,
Oof.
Karis LeVert, Kristaps Porzingis,
That's rough.
Tristan Thompson, Gary Harris, Sabonis, Lonzo Ball, Dennis Smith Jr., Marcus Gasol, Kyrie Irving, Zion, and Eric Gordon.
Man, he's got like upside team. Like that's if nobody gets hurt, that team's disgusting. Unfortunately, everyone on the team is hurt.
How many points is Eric Gordon scoring tonight?
He's hurt.
He is hurt.
He will be returning.
he still
I think
played
this
already.
upcoming week he played a couple games this year.
Let's see.
I think he was about
played
14.
he's played at least 10.
He has 30% from the field, 10 points per game for the season.
He's played 9 games this year.
Yeah. If we look at really quickly,
Yeah,
just
He's
the
set to
team,
return actually.
If he was being
The
efficient,
29th on
if he was
Sunday.
being efficient, I would.
the team just up from him, which is Team Nicholas. Just one more team, see if there's anyone we like here.
Yep.
Terry Rozier, Brian Forbes, Rudy
Brian.
Gay, Bobby Portis, 1-2 punch, Steven Adams, Seth Curry, Dario, DeAndre Jordan.
How much is Seth averaging a game?
He is 46.2.
No, points.
9. 9
I would do that.
So that would be a drop off from 20 to 9, but he's shooting about 10% better.
Yeah. Probably shooting more threes too.
He's shooting.
Making
no,
more threes?
he's only shooting 4 threes a game, making
Okay.
1.6
So
of them.
here's another one I want to throw out that he does have. Should we go after John Collins?
I think that's too much.
I mean, he's got better, so he's shooting 50% from the field, and it's only like a 3-point drop off. He's averaging 17 points per game.
I mean, you could toss it out there. If he needs assists, then that's
if
a
he
good
needs
deal.
assists, then yeah, because then
Let's see where
if he's good on
is.
rebounds,
Let's
Yeah.
see where he is on the assist.
see where he is
meter.
on rebounds too.
So for assists, Team Nicholas is dead last in assists.
Well, then this could actually work.
And he is about, let's see, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9th in rebounds.
So that let's propose it.
Propose
Let's
it,
see.
propose
Let's
it.
see what
So-
happens.
Propose.
Graham for
John
Collins?
Collins.
Yeah,
Cool. We're
Nick,
gonna
check
make
your,
that happen.
Check your inbox.
Make
Yep.
that
Let's
happen.
let's make a deal. Let's Wayne Brady the shit out of this. Let's make a deal.
I love it.
CBS in the morning. You're sick. Grandma's making you soup. Watching Let's Make a Deal and Wayne Brady.
Grandma's making you soup.
Let's move into the next topic.